I think an agent benefits most from my company is the personal care and mentoring and encouragement that they get, both from the manager, the other agents, and myself. And I also think that I think our culture is rather family oriented. So they really get a lot from us. It's not impersonal in any respect. I knew that Prudential was a very, very strong name. Almost 98% recognition like Coca-Cola. Having the Prudential brand is huge with respect to getting business and in the eyes of the public. So as a consequence, I'm a member of, I think, 4 or 5 different boards up in the Palmdale, Lancaster area, out in Ventura County, Orange County, San Bernardino County, Riverside County. So we work Los Angeles County clearly, but we work all of these areas. And the other thing that's I think of benefit with respect to the brand name is that there's no hold down on pricing, and as we can do a multi-million dollar deal, as well as doing a deal at $200,000. I mean, in other words, because I think that brand enables us to do that. I think there's some brands that there's a perception of kind of low price properties. We don't have that problem. The type of agent that I'm interested in is I'm willing to take a chance with people. I like people. I trust people, and they have to prove themselves otherwise. While some people, they don't trust you. You have to prove yourself first. I believe that anybody that's really willing to spend the effort and the time can be successful. So I think when you put the whole thing together, because of my personal involvement with my agents, I mean, I personally will work with them. I want them to contact me if they've got a problem. If they got something they think that I'd be the best one to solve their problem, I want them to call. I beg them to call. When I'm willing to put myself forward to that extent, I have an expectation that they've got to be as dedicated and committed as I am. We've been in business over 20 years. Some of my agents have even been with me almost that long, which I think speaks well of the company, because we have an excellent culture of people helping each other. And I think the critical thing for a new agent is the training and the help and the mentoring that we do is going to lead to their success. Now, they've got to be self-starters. They've got to follow, what we try to teach them, train them on. But it's not difficult because it's all relationships. They have friends, just talk to them. Just contact them. Make a phone call. How are you doing? I'm doing some real estate. If you know anybody that wants to buy or sell a home, I hope you'll get in touch with me. Open houses are a great, great benefit. Now, a lot of agents, I don't want to go down there on Saturday or Sunday. Well, they're very foolish, because once you get your business built, then there are a lot of things that become different. You get an assistant, when you get to certain levels. But the point simply is that I want them to demonstrate to me in an interview process that they are as committed as I am, because I find so many times those that don't do well that I want their success more than they do. And it's so hard on me, because I want them to succeed, because this is a life-changing business. When you can go from a job 8 to 5 to running your own business where you have very little investment. The investment into the business to get started is virtually nothing. And maybe it's $1,000, let's say. And it doesn't all have to come at once. But the point is, with such a little investment, to have the opportunity to make the kind of money that the top agents make, and 20% of the agents do 80% of the business, and if you can commit yourself to that, then I would take you on, and I would help you in every way possible. We also have an attorney that's of counsel to us. So the process, if they have any kinds of problems, they can go to the man. Well, first of all, the culture of the office is excellent. The people all like each other. They help each other. They oftentimes get help from another agent. If it's not satisfactory, they go to the manager. They can come to me. And if it's something that's more in a legal way, we have access directly to the attorney immediately. If they will follow what we suggest that they do, such as building a database, making contact with people, keeping those contacts going, and are willing, effectively, if they're willing to treat it like a job, they should succeed. And I don't think it takes 40 hours a week. If they would give me a good 30 hours a week and really work the business, they should make no less than $100,000 a year, in my opinion, because the business is not that tough. It's a matter of relationships. It's a matter of keeping in contact and doing it consistently. I use that word consistently because it's not enough just to make 5 phone calls. You got to call back, do 10 if necessary. But that's the way I look at the business, because we have just a fantastic training program. It's very easy to follow. We use the Buffini program. We've used you, Mr. Kartik, for a lot of our help and training and ideas. We have a consultant to the company who's very, very involved in real estate, has been for years as a consultant, and he consults to many companies. So we bring an awful lot to the table. So I think if they will take what we offer and follow up and treat it like a job and work it, they will have a tremendous success. I don't believe there's any way that somebody cannot do our business. I mean, I think it's almost fail-safe if they're willing to spend the time and do the work. What's fun about real estate is it's always different because your clients are always different. The deal is always different. So it's always attractive to me to use my brain to figure out what's the best way to do it and what's the best way to work with this person. And you really have to sit down and interview the people and ask them a lot of questions. And even with sellers, if they won't price right, I don't want to work with them. And I don't mind just walking away because you're going to waste a lot of time. Now the other thing too that works with us, and particularly on the listing side, is that we value range. So what I mean by that is that, for example, let's say the person says they want 350, I think it's worth 330. Okay, I may put it on the market between 320 and 360. That what sticks in their mind is the 360. They think, oh, and that's fine, because what I want to do is generate offers. Then they have something to talk about. So the value range used by Prudential, which we brought the system in, others are using it now, has been very effective in getting listings. Very, very effective. And it sort of takes the onus off the agent because he hasn't set a price that's not realistic or realizable. So that's been a real benefit. We're very interested in recruiting. We want to get good agents that really have a fighter pilot attitude, that want to succeed. If they do, there's no limit. My 2 top gals, at different times, and myself have made well over 700, 800,000. And it's not that hard. I mean, because once you get a procedure and a routine, everything just is like clockwork. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel all the time. Once you've got the wheel, you just keep spinning it, and the money keeps coming.